Things to know before visiting the Philippines. The Philippines is well known by its emerald rice fields, teeming megacities, graffiti-splashed jeepneys, smoldering volcanoes, bug-eyed tarsiers, fuzzy water buffalo, pristine white beaches, and smiling, happy people. Now, are you ready? Don't forget to comment and subscribe to our channel. Here are a few tips and tricks for travelers looking to find fun in the Philippines. Cities to visit. Manila. The capital of the Philippines, its heart and soul, is Manila. It sets the archipelago's rhythm and is a pulsating hub that blends the Oriental with the Occidental, the quaint with the modern, the day-to-day norm with the extraordinary. The Philippines is quickly becoming a destination for foodies, and Manila is well known for its various cuisine and street food markets. Iloilo City is a province of the Philippines, located in the center of the Philippine archipelago. The province comprises the southeastern part of Panay Island with island province of Guimaras just across its coast. The Iloilo City is a tourist hub where the best restaurants, museums, hotels, shopping districts, and nightlife in the province await. It is most known for the annual Dinagyang Festival, exquisite heritage sites, deliciously fresh seafood, and signature Ilonggo dishes. Davao City. Davao City is a great getaway. Popular destinations include Eden Nature Park. It is a mountain resort perfect for relaxation. Malagas Garden Resort is a 12-hectare nature theme park that features the first chocolate museum in the Philippines. And Jack's Ridge, a dining destination with a spectacular view of the city. The city is one of the world's largest cities in land area, sprawling among coconut groves and ricelands. The regional headquarters for commercial and administrative activities, Davao City is served by a major airport and highways. Cebu City. The city is one of the Philippines' top destinations among both foreign and domestic travelers. It's also the country's oldest city and one of the birthplaces of Christianity in the Philippines. The nation's oldest settlement, it is also one of its most historic and retains much of the flavor of its long Spanish heritage. A thriving port occupied the site when Ferdinand Magellan, the Portuguese navigator and explorer, landed there on April 7, 1521. He sealed a blood compact with Humabon, the chief of Cebu, but was killed later by Chief Lapu-Lapu of nearby Mactan Island. Vegan. Historic Vigan is a UNESCO World Heritage Site and is full of unique architecture reflecting a fusion of Asian and European design, and cobblestone streets. Established in the 16th century, Vigan is the best preserved example of a planned Spanish colonial town in Asia. Its architecture reflects the coming together of cultural elements from elsewhere in the Philippines. From China and from Europe, resulting in a culture and townscape that have no parallel anywhere in East and Southeast Asia. Beaches. Boracay is a tropical island surrounded by stunning white sand beaches and clear blue waters located about an hour's flight from Cebu or Manila just off the larger Philippines island of Panay. Boracay competes with the best beaches in more popular destinations such as the Caribbean and the South Pacific as well as neighboring Thailand, Malaysia and Indonesia. The fun in Boracay doesn't end when the sun sets. The nightlife pulsates with many bars and restaurants serving food, drink and fun until the wee hours of dawn. Gigantes Island. The Gigantes Islands, also known as Isla de Gigantes or the Islands of Giants, is a remote group of islands located off the coast of Carles and Estancia towns in northeastern Iloilo, Philippines. It takes at least 5 hours to get there from Iloilo City. Those willing to go the extra mile can look forward to enjoying beautiful seascapes and a laid-back island lifestyle that Gigantes has to offer. The islands are blessed with pristine white sand beaches, bountiful fresh seafood, and jagged rock formations shrouded by mystical tales of locals. Despite the increase of tourist arrivals in recent years, Gigantes has retained its offbeat charm and remains relatively underdeveloped compared to Boracay, Bohol, and other mainstream tourist destinations in the Philippines. Panglao Island, Bohol. One of two municipalities that make up Panglao Island, Bohol. Panglao is a famous tourist destination for its white sand beaches and world-class diving sites. Panglao is very accessible to other natural wonders of Bohol such as the Chocolate Hills, the countless springs, rivers, falls and caves and the ever-cute tarsier, the smallest primate in the world. Panglao resorts are aplenty. Most of them converge at Alona Beach, which is 1.5 kilometers long and of fine white coral sand. The waters are crystal clear, you can see the small colored fishes as they dart in and out of the sea grasses. El Nido. El Nido, part of Palawan Island, has white sand beaches, limestone cliffs, coral reefs, and clear, fish-filled waters, so it's a popular spot for swimming, diving, and kayaking. El Nido serves as a jumping-off point for island hopping and exploring the secrets of the Bacuid archipelago. The resorts is a group of sustainable island resorts in the El Nido and Taytay municipalities in Palawan, Philippines. The resorts offer genuine, local hospitality, and unique and enriching experiences amidst the beautiful natural landscapes. Camiguin. To say Camiguin is a beautiful island would be an understatement. True, most tourists and locals love the beautiful beaches, the rich marine life, refreshing waterfalls, hot and cold springs, and all of Camiguin's tourist spots. However, there's more to Camiguin than meets the eye. Like Hunga Tonga, a new island in South Pacific, Camiguin was also formed out of volcanic eruptions and earthquakes. It's called the island born of fire. It's the second smallest island in the Philippines. You can tour the entire place in a day or two, but it's best to stay for a few days. The serenity of Camiguin is what makes it different from other islands in the Philippines. It's small, yet the island's size is actually an advantage. There's no need for a long drive to get to one attraction to another. Plan a trip to Camiguin and read this guide for more information about this unique destination in the Philippines. Siargao. If surfing is more your style, this lesser-known location, near the island of Mindanao, is renowned for its quality waves, cool island culture, beautiful reefs, blue waters, and stunning resorts. Sugba Lagoon. It is located at the northwestern portion of the island. The jumping-off point is the town of Del Carmen, which is about a 2-hour drive from General Luna. There are many ways you can explore the lagoon, by renting canoes, bamboo rafts, and paddle boards and by snorkeling. There's a 2-layer docking area or rest area where you can also rent a table for 50 pesos. One of the highlights here is jumping off the diving platform into the clear turquoise, sometimes emerald, waters. Wildlife and natural beauty. Calauit Island. Explore the Philippines Game Reserve and Wildlife Sanctuary in Calauit Safari Park, a 3,700-hectare island off the coast of Palawan. It is home to various species of exotic African and endemic Palawan flora and fauna where hundreds of giraffes, elands, waterbucks, Calamian deer, monkeys, freshwater crocodiles, zebras, bear cats, bushbuck and a variety of birds roam freely. This tropical safari should not be missed on your visit to Coron. Chocolate Hills. The Chocolate Hills are probably Bohol's most famous tourist attraction. They look like giant mole hills, or as some say, women's breasts, and remind us of the hills in a small child's drawing. Most people who first see pictures of this landscape can hardly believe that these hills are not a man-made artifact. However, this idea is quickly abandoned, as the effort would surely surpass the construction of the pyramids in Egypt. The Chocolate Hills consist of are no less than 1268 hills. Some claim this to be the exact number. They are very uniform in shape and mostly between 30 and 50 meters high. They are covered with grass, which, at the end of the dry season, turns chocolate brown. From this color, the hills derive their name. At other times, the hills are green, and the association may be a bit difficult to make. Ifugao Rice Terraces. The Ifugao Rice Terraces are another example of the beautiful landscapes that can be found throughout the Philippines. The mountains of the Ifugao province have been cultivated for thousands of years with terraced fields where rice is farmed. Not only are the rice terraces beautiful to behold, but they're also an example of industry working in harmony with nature. Before you go, travelers from the U.S. will need a valid passport but do not need to secure a visa to visit the Philippines. The World Health Organization recommends the following vaccinations for traveling to the islands: hepatitis A, hepatitis B, typhoid, cholera, yellow fever, Japanese encephalitis, rabies, meningitis, polio, measles, mumps and rubella (MMR), Tdap, tetanus, diphtheria and pertussis, chickenpox, shingles, pneumonia, and influenza. When to go? The high season for tourism is December to April. The Philippines is a tropical country, and the hotter, drier months are March through June. July through October brings the potential for typhoons. The cooler season runs from November to February, when it remains at around 78 degrees F. The further south you go, the more humid the weather gets, and rain showers are likely regardless of the season. Currency. The Philippine peso is the official currency of the Philippines. Each peso consists of 100 centavos. Bills and coins are used in the Philippines. It's easy to exchange money at a shopping mall, and travelers' checks are usually accepted for money exchange. ATMs are readily available in the major cities, but if you're traveling to smaller islands or more remote areas, it's a good idea to stock up on cash before your arrival. Credit cards are accepted in the bigger cities and more populated beach areas. Keep your small change for paying jeepney drivers. Language and culture. Filipino and English are the official languages of the Philippines, but the Philippines is an ethnically diverse country and was a Spanish colony for 300 years, so more than 150 languages are spoken in the region. Tagalog is a common dialect. The dominant religion in the Philippines is Catholicism, and churches abound throughout the country. The older generations in the Philippines tend to be quite religious. Do's and don'ts. It's considered polite to use respectful terms like sir or ma'am. Familial words like tito, tita, uncle, aunt for elders, lolo, lola, grandfather, grandmother, and kuya, older brother, sister can be used. The words po and opo are terms of respect. Don't refer to older people by their first names. Always be friendly and wave back at anyone who waves to you. Tipping is not mandatory but is appreciated. Don't lose your temper or be confrontational. Do not refuse food or hospitality when it's offered to you. Don't walk alone, particularly at night, and keep your belongings close to you at all times. Never insult the Philippines or Filipino people. Enjoy your visit. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel.